Hi, this is Jack. I'm talking about diversity. Okay, the word diversity. Death by the reverse entity. What does that mean? It means the following. Death by the reverse entity. Diversity. Human beings in this world support diversity because apparently it supports uniqueness and individuality. But actually, it has the reverse effect, which is hidden in the sound of the word diversity, which is death by the reverse entity, which means the following, that diversity in this world supports separation. That's it. You have multiple different races, you have multiple different cultures, multiple different societies, multiple different religions, multiple different beliefs, and human beings support this because apparently we respect each other's choices and free will. And uniqueness and individuality. Though I'm here to say that even all these cultures, all these societies, all these beliefs, all these religions, etc., have been pre-programmed through mind consciousness system placements to support extensive separation. Why? The more separation there exists in this world as the manifestation of diversity, the more human beings' chances as all as one to realize themselves as life in the expression of who they are, even only the realization that, oh my God, I'm a mind consciousness system, is slim to nothing, yet again. So, hear this. Individuality and uniqueness, in terms of the definition thereof by human beings in this world today, does not exist. Individuality and uniqueness has been connected to diversity, connected to separation, to the manifestation of separation. It is forming that equation of this entire mind consciousness system placement of the unified consciousness field in this world. Therefore, again, all that is deemed unique or individual and being accepted and allowed to be expressed, because all human beings say, oh no, I allow your choice, I allow your free will, is like saying, oh no, I support separation in this world. It is great. Let's support separation. I am separation. I exist in separation. But of course you're not aware of that. Why? Because it's all that human beings have ever known. Why am I here? I'm here to show you the unknown, that which is not known yet. Because all that human beings have lived in this world or expressed in this world or have become in this world is because of what they know. And I'm presenting the unknown because it's never been heard of here on earth before. I'm not talking of my entire history of mankind interviews. So human beings, hear me. Diversity in the manifestation thereof as different cultures, different societies, different religions, different beliefs, different races are pre-programmed mind consciousness system manifestations to support separation. A suggestion would be the following, for instance, just as a test for yourself, if you want to call it that. Look at human beings like skeletons. Okay? But now, I know it sounds funny, but really have a look, and it would be quite funny, actually. It looks like if you see beyond the flesh, and you see everyone as skeletons walking around, it's like the picture fades away, and you'll find an interesting thing disappear. Firstly, judgment, comparison, anger or hatred to a certain culture, group, religious establishment, etc. That disappears all of a sudden. And you start realizing, but all that you have based your assumption on, certain beings, certain cultures, certain religions, certain beliefs, are based on pictures. where exists a truth of a being, if I'm able to say that, in their words. Who beings are you able to hear in their words, not as the picture they present themselves to be. Because firstly, what have I explained? This world is not real. This world is a holographic manifestation of sound resonance frequencies expression, programmed into the DNA of each human being's human physical body. So therefore, what exists in this world, encompassing everything? I'm now focusing on diversity though. Diversity specifically is a pre-programmed method of belief and application to support separation in this world. And it's pretty well done. Because you have different colored human beings, shapes, forms, believing in different cultures, religions, societies, etc. And I know there's many human beings who have spoken about this point. But I bet they haven't gotten to the point in terms of realizing that that which is manifested within human beings have been programmed and it is not real. Therefore, I suggest you stop condemning others just upon and separating yourself just upon what they look like as a picture. They are not that picture and you are not a picture. Who you are is equal to them as you exist at the I am. Thank you very much. This is Jack.